The Fancy Gentleman is rather a delightful Mickey Mouse cartoon. This is a Mickey Mouse episode that's on Disney Plus just now, and it starts off with Minnie watching this romance film. And we see this kind of cheesy romantic scene, and Minnie's obviously swooning at the television, and then by her side, she sees a very scruffy looking Mickey Mouse going into her fridge and helping himself to something to eat. And I have to say, I love how they've designed Mickey at that point. I think he looks brilliant. He definitely doesn't look like the Mickey Mouse we're used to, but I thought he was brilliantly animated. And Minnie, having just seen this romance film, decides that she's going to buy Mickey finishing school lessons to turn him into a gentleman. And we see him being taught how to drink tea, how to use cutlery, how to dress himself, and what we get is a new version of Mickey. And I won't say anything else just now about that, but I will discuss kind of the ending and the message in this with a spoiler warning. But I rather enjoyed it. I liked seeing Mickey being turned into a gentleman. By pure coincidence, the day before I watched this, I watched the Goofy cartoon How to Be a Gentleman, which is basically exactly the same insofar as the narrator is teaching Goofy how to be a gentleman. And here we have a character teaching Mickey how to be a gentleman. And I have to say the Goofy one was done far more superiorly. But this is still really interesting, and I enjoyed it, and I liked seeing the finished product of Mickey. That's not the finishing of the cartoon. There are things that happen afterwards, but I thought it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it, and definitely it is a concept that I thought was very well executed. So the ending from now, it's well animated, really thoroughly enjoyed it. Spoiler warning, the message at the end is that Mickey is so much of a gentleman that he is completely changed. He won't even eat bologna sandwiches, I think it was. He was going to season them with truffle oil, and he is just not the Mickey that Minnie fell in love with. And the message there, of course, or at least the message that I perceive, is that you shouldn't try and change somebody, particularly if it's somebody you already love, because there's a reason that you love them. And if you try and make them into somebody they're not, there's a very good chance that it's going to backfire and it's not going to work out well. Everybody is different. Not everybody can be a gentleman. There is a middle ground between the refined Mickey Mouse of the gentleman and the Mickey Mouse who was raiding her fridge at the beginning. There is a middle ground. He didn't need finishing school lessons, but I really thoroughly enjoyed the cartoon, and if you haven't seen it, definitely recommend you check it out.